Always with the 2005 episode restart, I've been bent on who. So, I was amazed to discover my allocate of the discovery scene of the new episode was anything to do in the newest physician's opening but implicated a comparatively insignificant nature declining off a bicycle. More than rather than 20 years back, I was undiagnosed in dyspraxia. And Saturday overnight was the at first period I include always go through a fictitious nature depicting my invalidity. But for me it purchased actual response while Tosin Cauliflower was entered as Ryan, a youthful man in dyspraxia. Who in dyspraxia might include problems in penalty engine skills, such as brush writing and printed. Other, consisting me, might fight in RAM, planner and organization, and especially in training skills comprising coordinate, contagious a dribble or galloping a bicycle. That is wherever physician who comes in. Quickly following we encounter Ryan, he too is conclusion it unfeasible to hold his balance sheet on a bike. Shamefully, I've begun weeping while I recite in an paper how the new physician who partner as well can't trip a bicycle. While thou re a kid in diagnosed dyspraxia, how can do you believe down there's thing essentially defective on you, so the is a big transactions for me. Allows be precise, fair since you include dyspraxia, it doesn't indicate you will never trip a bicycle. It may just get much longer to find out rather than it would for who else. In several cases, a lot much longer. My sibling, who as well has dyspraxia, was ultimately capable to find out how to trip, time I never was. The disappointment how comes in not creature capable to find out at a regular step can be so touching how you offer up training a ability generally. I yet can't trip a bicycle. I don't believe I'll always be capable to. In physician who, Ryan becomes irate at his failures as he inexorably waterfall off his bike. After in the scene, he attempts to canal his disappointment and find out once again, yet he yet fails. It cannot be overestimated how lucky I was at the time. I didn't wish Ryan to abruptly, magically prosper. I requested him to hold lack. Dyspraxia doesn't include a night install. You can't will oneself to not be incapable over. He's ever down there, ever this, ever manufacturing things stronger rather than they should be. I don't wish to see human beings with the speech inspiring to explain him. Same's not an inspire. Same's a regular boy, who happens to include a invalidity. But down there's thing else to the presentation of dyspraxia in physician who how I very, very love. Ryan shies off of the speech dyspraxia while we at first see him. In reality, the speech isn't utilized at all in the scene before on 15 protocol in, while Ryan's grandma explains his invalidity to else nature. I was so amazed to see how sense of concern so exactly provided on TV by the intentional shortcoming. I too loathe proverb how speech, it requires so lot explain. He's lot facilitating to grin and relate to myself as awkward while I miss my balance sheet time walk, or complaint I'm drunken following a solitary sip. He's facilitating to fair not refer my invalidity and expect human beings don't note. OMG, a nature on physician who has dyspraxia. Fictitious letter never include how. I sense seen. The accurate quantity of human beings in dyspraxia, or really dyslexic, in the UK remnant unidentified. Yet in spite the such figures, dyspraxia is wild by represented in the print compared in its superior known his cousin. I can believe of a quantity of fictitious letter in dyslexic, but dyspraxia, in the planet of phase and display at low, remnant unseen. Certainly, down there are lot of letter out down there in dyspraxic traits. Physician whose new accomplice may be the at first always fictitious nature in main print to conduct the dyspraxic sticker. I've waited more than rather than 20 years for the. All I can say is, he's on period. I include dyspraxia. I was undiagnosed in it cute previous and went via all my schools in teaching staff not inside it or pretending how dyspraxia wasn't in fact a invalidity. Cute wonderful to see it depicted in physician who.